This week's Parsha is Parshas Yisro, and this week's video is sponsored Le'ilui Nishmas Reb Moshe ben Reb Yehuda and Rivka bas Reb Yaakov. The pasuk says, "Vayanu kol ha'om yachtov," and the whole nation responded as one, and they said, "Kol asher diber Hashem naseh." Whatever Hashem says, we're going to do. And Chazal say that it means that they said v'al hein hein v'al lav lav, that on the mitzvahs aseh, the hains, the yeses, they said hein, they said yes, we will do it. On the mitzvahs lois aseh, on the negative commandments, they said lav. The lavs, they said lav. That no, we won't do it. The question is, in the Zmiris of Yom Shabbosin, which we sing on Shabbos day, we say Uvau chulam bivris yachad nasa v'nishma amru ki echad ufaschu v'yanu Hashem echad. What does that mean? It means that they came together in one treaty. They said nasa v'nishma together. Ufaschu v'anu, they opened and responded Hashem echad. They said Hashem echad. Question is, where do you see that they say Hashem echad? Where do you see they said that? The Chazal say they only said v'al hein hein v'al lav lav. They only said yes to the mitzvahs aseh, and they said no to the mitzvahs aseh. So when Hashem said, for example, kabed es avicha v'simecha, they said yes, we will do it. When Hashem said lo sirtzach, don't kill, they said no, we won't do it. Where do you see that they use the words Hashem echad? So the answer is that the first two dibros, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am Hashem your God, and Lo Yiyeh, you should not have any other gods unto you, was said by HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself in one breath, in one dibur. It was said together. The problem is that Anochi Hashem is an aseh, and Lo Yiyeh is a lois aseh. So they couldn't say Al Hein Hein v'Al Lav Lav, because if they said Hein, yes, that means they're responding to the second dibur of Lo Yiyeh, not to have any other gods. They're saying yes, we will have other gods. And on the flip side, if they said no, which is Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am Hashem your God, if you're going to say no to that, that's denying God's existence. They couldn't do that. So they couldn't say Al Hein Hein v'Al Lav Lav to the first two dibros. So they thought of on the spot, must have been Ruach HaKodesh, to use the words Hashem Echad. And that answers both dibros. Because when you say Hashem Echad, Hashem is one, you're saying Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am Hashem your God. Yes, Hashem Echad, you are one. And when you say Lo Yiyeh Lecha Elikim Acherim, you shouldn't have any other gods. Hashem Echad, no, you're one, the only God. So by using the words Hashem Echad, they killed two birds with one stone, and they used their Yiddishe cup that they must have just got now that they were established as a Jewish nation, and really answered HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the proper way, even though they were supposed to say Al Hein Hein v'Al Lav Lav. What a Yiddishe cup, what a brilliant genius thing of Klal Yisrael to do. It reminds me of a story with Rav Shach, that a younger man came to him and asked for his advice. He didn't know what to do, because his grandmother many years earlier had made him promise that he's going to name his next daughter after her. He said, of course, Bobby, of course I'll do it. And then his grandmother was nifter, and the next kid he had was a baby boy. And then another son, and 7 sons he had. He didn't get a chance to name after his grandmother. And then before he had a daughter, his mother was niftaris. So now that he had a girl, he didn't know what to do. Should he name his daughter after his mother, which is Kibburaim, or should he name her after his grandmother, who he had promised so many years earlier? Rav Shach thought about it, and he decided, listen, what is the biggest reason for wanting to name after your mother? Kibburaim, you want to honor your mother. The biggest honor to your mother is to keep your promise to your grandmother and name after your grandmother. And so he did. And that killed 2 birds with one stone. He honored his mother and his grandmother by naming his daughter that one name. We should taka bizoicha, to think like a gadol, like Rav Shach, to think like the Jewish nation with a Yiddishe cup. Ufaschu v'anu Hashem echad. They opened and responded with the words Hashem echad, which was a brilliant move. We should be zeicher to always have the brilliance in our lives, and to always know what to say and what to do in the situation that we are always brought into. Have a beautiful Shabbos.